Hello and welcome back. This is section 7, Helpers and Events. In the previous section, we covered template expressions and reusable components. In this section, we're going to take a look at data context and helpers, the best practices when using these helpers, and template events. This is video 7.1, Data Context and Helpers. In this video, we're going to take a look at data context for the individual templates and the template helpers. The data context is the information that's available to your template. So let's go and get the data from our cart. And in our user cart publication, we're going to make sure that we're finding only the cart data for an individual user, whomever is logged in. So let's go to our routes and make sure that we're subscribing to this publication. We're going to add a this.register, and we'll just say that this is cart products or user cart. And then inside of there, we're going to say Meteor subscribe, and we're going to pass in the user cart, but we're also going to send in the user ID from Meteor. And this is going to say whoever is logged in is getting passed to that subscription. So depending on who's logged in, that's the cart that you're going to see. So now in our cart, our data context, in this case, the cart items is a data context, which gives us a single cart for each list item. We're going to just change the size of this so that the cart doesn't exceed, the size of the right column. And then we notice that all of our data in here was coming from static data. We now need this to come from our collection. So we don't actually have a product object inside of the cart collection, but we do have a product ID. So what we'll do here is go into the cart collection and add a helper. And that helper is going to get the related data. So effectively, all we need to do is within the cart helper, we're going to specify something called cart product. And then that function will return the result of getting a product from the ID that's in the cart. So we'll say product find one, and we'll pass in an ID, which is this.product. And since we have a product ID in the cart, then that product ID will get us the correct product. Now we also have an image that we need to display, and in some cases that image was never uploaded. So if the image doesn't exist, we'd like to do something different. If it does exist, we're going to just return it as it is in the database. But if it doesn't exist, we'll return some, dummy image. And normally you would put something like a not found image or something like that, but we'll just go ahead and put one of the candles that we have in our image library. So we'll put images / Apple Crisp 16 JPEG, and that will give us some image even if there's no image data in the database. The pricing information is going to come directly from the cart product. So we can just change that to cartproduct.price since the price is part of the product. So now as we add something to the cart, notice that it puts the product name, the quantity of one, and the price. Because the data is available to us either directly or indirectly, you notice that our data context can supply all the variables we need to fill out our complete template. Just to recap, in this video, we learned how to attach to the different callback methods available to each template. Let's move on to our next video, which is best practices.